I know it's a lot.
Not it.
Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to the first ever RocketUp podcast, the RocketUp experience, with the whole team and obviously guest artist Marco, all the way from California. So,
Fuga!
Yes, sir.
we'll start off by doing a brief introduction of everyone. We'll start with Marco and work all the way over to Adrian.
Alright, since the mic's right here, I gotta lean over and sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
But my name is Marco Antonio Granados, Chicano background. I grew up in LA and picked up tattooing not too long ago. Art was always, a part of me because I grew up, watching graffiti, traveling from LA to the Valley. For those that don't know what the Valley is, just like LA is like one area, then the Valley is like this outer, like bowl of just, it's like a little town. So that's where I grew up. And now I'm here and I'm on a podcast and I'm feeling excited.
That's good to hear.
That's a good one.
Alright, Brian.
I'm Brian Avery from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Grew up here pretty much my whole life and just happy to be here. That's all you need.
Man of few words.
We call him Timmy Turner.
Yeah, Timmy Turner.
I'm Abby Steiner. I'm from Foley. Really small town, like country roots, stuff like that. Started getting into art in high school and everything. Didn't think I could make a career out of it, but here we are. That's all I have to say. Healthcare background.
No, but you're living the dream.
Yeah.
Best choice.
Of course. And I'm Justin Emslander. I'm the manager here at RocketUp. I've been the manager for RocketUp for about 4 years now. I grew up also in Foley. I don't tattoo, but I absolutely love tattooing, love everything about it, and I cannot be more grateful to have an opportunity to work in an industry like this and for someone who doesn't tattoo to do this. So
You're getting it, my boy.
yeah.
You're a great manager. Are you done?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. I'm Sky. I go by Cielos Tinta. I do Chicano art and I paint, do murals, do tattoos, any type of art I can do. And I'm just a forever student, always learning.
Sure, nice. My name is Pedro Ramos. They call me PG. I was born and raised in California, San Bernardino area, southern part. It's a little close to Pomona, Anaheim, pretty close to LA too.
Yeah, like an hour.
Yeah, so same thing, culture, Latino, Chicano and all that. So grew up with the graffiti scene and my brothers were big graffiti heads and pretty much just rubbed off on me over some time. Over time I met Adrian through the same graffiti crew and we used to hang out, party, have a good time, do a lot of crazy young stuff, so I'm just grateful to be here. Just came from Arizona, making the big move. I already pretty much brought all my stuff, but I still gotta get my wife and daughter out here, so that's the next thing. The drive was definitely killer, but I got to see a lot of nice and peaceful lands when I was driving out here, for sure. I seen it was a very peaceful drive, for sure. So, but I'm humble and I'm ready to go here and do what I gotta do, for sure.
So I'm Adrian. I've been sober for. Although you guys met the team, this is the whole team. We're just getting it big. A lot of people kind of know me, don't know me. I'm Adrian. We started this brand. I started the brand, like I could say, over 8 years. Trying to grow it out here in Minnesota. It's going beautiful. We got a lot of dope artists hungry for this new experience. We're new in Sartell. We're trying to get the name out and pretty much come get tatted. Simple, easy,
For sure. So now that we kind of got to know everyone, we're gonna go through. We did a little poll on the Snapchat and just kind of asked some questions. Asked people if they had any questions for the artists. So I'm just gonna go through really quick here and find a couple of those.
Take all the bad ones out.
What kind of sandwich you like?
What side better sleep you sleep on or some shit?
Do you sleep on the left side or the right side?
I know one of the first ones was kind of for Adrian because he's the owner. To put you on the spot right away.
Damn.
It was kind of wondering about your past, what got you into the art, growing up in California and your background. So.
Alright, so I'm from California, born in the Valley, raised in California, in LA, but pretty much going around, but a lot in Inglewood too. Pretty much the love for art was started in pretty much in a bus stop. Seeing this dope guy drawing this dope detail trash like TVs, bears in there, like banana split in there. All that detail caught my attention. That I went to school, tried it out. It wasn't coming out like I wanted to, and I noticed just practice makes perfect. So from there, I pretty much that's when it started. Just I put love into this after years and years, and then I made something out of it. And pretty much came to Minnesota out here, and it blew up for me over here. Met a lot of dope people that want to do the same thing, went with the same dream, and then this came out of it, like pretty much. And it's still going. So that's my background. It's not too much, Come over there, came over here, got 8 years in the game, and
when did you decide to 100% go in there?
100% after I had my daughter. So I have 2 daughters. So after I had my first daughter, I had to take shit serious. And from there, I went all out.
It's awesome, dude. So this next one's kind of gonna open it up to all of the artists. So we'll kind of do the same thing and start with Marco and work our way down.
No, not me.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna skip me because I don't tattoo. So that's what kind of tattoos do each artist prefer doing? Style.
For me, I just honestly like I like letter, But if a walk-in comes in and they want like something that is cool, like I've done a lot of walk-ins where like they're like face tats or like freaking in their fingers. And some artists don't like doing face tats or finger tats for some reason, but I'm always honest and I'm like, hey, you know what? The fingers, they're not gonna stay, obviously, because it's fingers. You gotta be honest. But I like doing the most intense, tattoos because I know that me as an artist, like I'm patient with my client. So I always like, hey, you're good, man. Because like I have some tattoos that I can say like. Some people wouldn't get in certain areas, like, obviously, like, the one in the back of your knee ditch, that one's, like, you kind of have to, like, go into your head and be like, all right, well, it's going to be good, Even though it's not, but you're just, like, in there, you're just taking it, with that freaking needle. But I like lettering. I would say lettering. But, yeah, I would say lettering for me. Lettering.
For sure.
I'd say my favorite is, like, the new school, like, cartoon style or, like, I like doing like warriors, whether it be like a samurai or like a Trojan or like Greek gods, like all that kind of stuff, like more sculpture type style, I'd say is like what I prefer doing. But like he said, if anything comes through the door, I'm pretty much open to tattooing whatever and making it look good.
I'd say I like doing like anything like animation, anything with like a bold outline, because like when I started doing art, I mean, that's like what I would like see on TV and start drawing. It's like anything animation, anything that I know that will hold up for a long time. It's like the fine line stuff it's okay, but like in a couple years,
fine line is different.
Yeah,
True.
you want to be able to see like the image across the room, but
Yeah. Boldness is the way.
But she'll do anything though.
Don't mind it. She can still do it. Yeah,
It
she
just
can do anything.
But I do like to, in a way, try to put my own spin on it.
Nice.
For sure. This guy.
What is the question?
What style of tattoo are you into? Like, what's your favorite style?
Everything.
What kind of
I
tattoos do you do?
like Chicano, fine line, no lines, realism, black and gray. And then I mix animation with Chicano, so I kind of try to make my own style.
Nice.
No. PG?
Me? Dang. There's a lot of styles. I mean, I've been tattooing for a minute, so like, what's it, like 3 years or going on 4 years now. So one that I actually enjoy doing is black and gray. It's something that I like with the shading. I never thought I'd actually get into it because when I would draw, like that was one thing I like didn't really was my strong tool. But for some reason in tattooing it's different. I think it's the way you swipe and it applies to the skin is a lot more better than paper. So I definitely feel like skin is a lot better for me for that. I like doing animation as well. You know, I'm into anime. Doing colors, neo-traditional, something I just got stepped into, and it's a new boldness of tradition tattoos. But I also like the fine shading and the detail and colors that go into it. Something I'd like to get into eventually, which I've been talking to Marcos a lot, is lettering. I really want to get my lettering down. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we all because his words are crisp and it's just like damn, like I want to get to the point where I can do that for sure. So, but black and gray, but I'm open to anything. You know, I'm kind of universal to the whole tattoos. Realism is something I want to approach a little bit more. I feel I can get it, but you know, with practice, you know, comes perfect. So that's pretty much my preference for sure.
Working with Adrian, you can learn a lot about
that's why I'm here.
Okay.
So Adrian.
So I do whatever you like. So what I really love to do now is doing sculptures. So I like to do sculptures, anything that's like rock material, you know, like it looks like in depth with detail. I'm all up for it. But I still do any kind of style, you know, if it comes to line work, neo-traditional, color, dot work, shape, whatever comes to the door, I'm trying to master the element of surprise. So it's pretty much, I could adapt to a lot of different stuff, but the style I really love to do is black and gray, white, gray pigments that I'm trying to get into, but realism. That's my kind of lane. The words and everything, I'll leave them to Marcos. That guy over there, he knows his
I gotta
alphabet.
move here then.
He knows his alphabet.
Come, please.
Just stay.
Hey, that's what we
Bring
doing.
your girl too.
Hey, bring it. Hey, I'll buy you clothes, whatever.
Everything's cheaper.
It is. Nah, but I was surprised.
But he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Jack,
Long
yeah.
story
I'm pretty much just trying to stay in the realism aisle, pretty much, because I'm just trying to stay in that lane now. Because I feel real comfortable with that, and it's fun for me.
That's awesome. We'll move on to the next question. Again, this one's kind of open. I want whoever feels like they want to answer first to answer first. Yeah. Thoughts on numbing creams?
Oh, thoughts on numbing cream.
Yeah.
Has anybody used it?
Everybody has different opinions on them.
That's why.
It depends on you.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I feel like the numbing cream works for a little bit for the first couple hours or so, but like your brain builds up a tolerance when you're getting tattooed. It hurts a little bit.
You're talking about using it on yourself, right? You've tried
This
it
is
on yourself.
This is from me and like
Your
all
own
my
experience.
clients' experiences. Once it wears off, it hurts twice as bad as you would have thought, and like
That's true.
to take an hour to stop and reapply numbing cream is not worth it per se. Or using numbing spray that helps a little bit, but not like, it depends on which one you get. And you're spending a lot of money for an hour or two of comfortability when you're paying to get a tattoo, and you know it's not gonna feel great.
No.
But
I feel like it is different for everyone
Yeah.
too. Like there are some people who like give so much praise to some numbing creams. Like, and we have seen it too in the shop. Clients that come in and they're like, oh yeah, I don't feel anything, and it seems to work. And
It's like case by case.
but
yeah,
And
and I
you
think
know, everybody has different skin or different like approach to it. So I think they come with that. Because some people actually, it works for them for 30 minutes and it comes off. And then there's some people that are like, I don't feel nothing.
I think
But
a
then
portion of it is
and then the
mental,
spray
too.
though. And then it comes to that spray. When I spray, it's pretty cool because when we do that spray thing, actually works for a bit, but kind of like just it levels their
You gotta
pain
keep
tolerance down.
you gotta keep up reapplying it.
Reapplying.
I would say earn your tattoo.
Yeah,
It's
but back in the
really
day, me and Adrian had a bottle full of water that we told people that was numbing cream, and we sprayed it. Like, no, this was like years and years and years ago. But like, and I had more people tell me that bottle of water
The
worked
placebo effect.
as numbing cream.
Placebo.
Then I had actual numbing spray work. So, but in my experience, it is worth just fighting through it and just getting.
Yeah, for me getting tattooed, I rather just, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna
Yeah.
hurt no matter
Yeah.
what.
I think it makes
But you'll be
it
good.
difficult too for the tattooer. I feel like it does make the skin react different. It's harder to get in there, to
it
the pores.
inflames.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So, I mean, I know a lot of artists themselves are probably not going to recommend it just because they don't want the job to be more difficult. But like they said, I don't know. For me, I feel like I used it on this one on the tattoo, and yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't fun. It made me feel like I had to approach the whole tattoo at a whole different angle. But something I adapted. I was able to, but at the same time, like the tolerance, it came back to her 2 times as strong. And she ended up tapping out, so I couldn't get the tattoo done.
yeah.
So
Or she went to done in the first place.
yeah, and I don't even. Can you guys apply the cream again? Or you can only
You
apply it
can,
once.
Good.
but it takes like
It
an
takes a
hour
while,
or
You
so.
have to let it kick
And
in.
then
It's
Like-
cream though. It's like the
From-
pores are open already.
Yeah,
You already
that's
tattooed,
for my-
so it's open wound. It's kind of different when you already have ink in there already too. So it's like if you're gonna put cream, how it says in the bottle, you know, put it on an hour before, come
Yeah.
in. But sometimes a lot of people they're not educated on that, so they really put it on. So we have to wait an hour. The stencil's already ready.
And it's just,
And then we have to wait if it actually works on them.
Yeah.
So it's already a long process. But like I do say, get with your local tattoo artist, whoever you're gonna get tattooed by,
yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
ask him questions. Like I bet he's gonna tell you like, hey, I don't want that on you, or I do, or if it helps you out, apply it. You know.
Sure.
Everybody, whoever you're gonna get tattooed by, that experience, he's gonna tell you what to do or not to do.
Yeah.
If you're not getting all your whole questions, then you should not be getting tagged by that guy. You know.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you're paying the guy for the service. You feel me? So
And there
Yeah.
are some clients that we have told who can't sit without the numbing cream.
without the number.
And it is better to have that hour or
Yeah.
two. That
And that's
they're-
cool because
that
you
we're,
already,
like,
you already
doing
talked to
just
that
hours.
tattoo artist that
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
and moving a lot painful, and then he agreed with you, you know,
Yeah.
like because you already
But,
know
like,
the experience, you
yeah.
know. So it's at the end of the day, it's still new too, though. You know, feel me? It's still getting
for
the
sure.
data and all that. So like at the end of the day, I have nothing against it because sometimes it works for me. So it's all like, just make sure that you get a good one. Nothing that messes you up. Nothing. Don't go cheap because then
Yeah.
you're gonna mess up your own self because you
Do
don't
your
know what kind of
homework.
product it is.
No, yeah.
Just
exactly.
make sure you do it right, and then contact your tattoo artist, and then go from there.
Yeah, and
Pretty
that's,
much, you know?
it kind of goes into one of the next questions. Someone was asking, what is kind of a good way or I guess how would we handle someone who has an idea with a good foundation but doesn't know how to come up with the picture, the final idea? And that's kinda what we
As
have.
for like we do say, there is a word for it. As for
Consultation.
consultation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad, it's morning, it's early. But ask for a consultation. You feel me?
Yeah.
See from there. See what's the answer from there. Because I don't know. I believe everybody does consultations. That's why I for my to get the vision and the deal with the client. I like a consultation with the client because through the phone is cool because you get an idea of it. But when you go in person, you guys already have
It's
more
so
of an
much
idea
easier.
because you
It's so
see the
much
size, you see the
And it's
picture.
free.
Well, that and trying to
It's
read
free.
that
Yeah.
and trying to read like the text message and then like the way some people put it in like
Yeah.
just little
But don't
segments.
pressure your tattoo artist though. Like don't
Oh, yeah.
pressure because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day,
Super
they're gonna
busy,
get to
yeah.
you. They're gonna get to you, but just ask them the questions that they're kind of common sense. You know,
No, yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, like the main thing, like if you're looking to get a tattoo, I mean, we're just wondering like general idea of what you are like into. If you have pictures for reference, size, location, really any details that you can give us for the tattoo, that's gonna help the artist really come up with
Create
the
from there,
price
yeah.
and figure out for the tattoo, prepare for it, and then help make you the best sketch, you know, that they
So that's
can
what we're
make.
trying to do. As all artists, I believe, you know, everybody. we're trying to do the best picture and the image that we're trying to do, and what looks good. Because sometimes there's a lot of deals that you can't put a tiger and Winnie the Pooh together, you know, like
Yeah.
You can.
a regular tiger, you know.
Yeah.
You could if you want to, you could.
Yeah.
But we're always going to try to give the best image because remember, in the long run, it's going to be on you forever. How if you want color, how long is that? You know, how you pack it in there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stuff to it when it comes to pictures too. You know, when it comes to tattooing, and I do understand when it's your first tattoo and you're asking them questions. How do we come to it? Pretty much like, do you guys do consultations? How do you guys? How your shop charges? Do you guys charge by hour? You know, like, and we'll answer all those questions all the time. You feel me? Because that's just a regular thing, you know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing too is don't be scared to reach out. Like I know sometimes we are busy, and there are times where you know, even me as a manager, we get so many messages, or I get so many messages that it may be hard to get back to you right that second. But you know, we definitely will get back to you, and there's no need to be scared to ask questions. Like I tell everyone, people always tell me all the time, like I'm so sorry to be picky, or like I'm so sorry to ask so many questions, but you got to remember it's going to be on you for the rest of your life. So I would be more worried if you were not picky and you're just like, throw it on me. Like I want all the details, I want all the info, I want to make sure that it's perfect for you, because it's going to be on you forever.
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we're not trying to be a 4-star shop. We're trying to be a 5-star shop.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So we're trying to, you know, like we're trying to give the best info, the best whatever for the client, you know, to make them feel comfortable. Because experience, because I like to sleep at night. You feel me? If I do a good tattoo and the client's happy, I sleep like a baby, you know. But I want everybody to have a good experience, and that's what I'm aiming for all the time. Of course, there's been some bad times, you know. Sometimes something goes wrong, but that's something that we could learn from, and move on, you know. But at the end of the day, is we always every shop always trying to give the best experience at the end of the day. You feel me?
True.
So ask questions, etc.
Just come on in, honestly.
Come on in, go to your local shop, whatever. Just do it, because it's a tattoo for life, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got time for about one more question. It's actually really a super simple question. It's what kind of ink paper, transfer paper, stencil paper, I think.
So we use a machine named Ink, like it's
Epson.
Inkjet.
Epson Inkjet. Yeah. So we pretty much replace the ink to stencil ink. They sell it on Amazon. You could get on it, YouTube it, everything. Just depend. Every machine is different, but we use we do stencils on our iPads and transfer them to the printer, where it gets printed as a stencil. Just makes it easy as a shop and faster, reliable. A lot of us still sketch. We actually still draw on carbon paper, on the stencil paper with our pencils to transfer it, but it just depends on the person how they feel like doing it. But in this shop, we do all 3 different ways.
Yeah,
we do the
thermal printer too.
thermal printer, inkjet printer, and then we do hand. So it's pretty much 3 ways.
Yeah, it really depends on what kind of machine or stencil machine you have, or what you're looking to do for that, and then just research and find out the best one, because I think me and Adrian have been through almost every stencil printer and paper that you can like look through and like go through.
Your hand's been just purple, right?
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It really just all depends on what stencil machine you have and like what you're trying to get out of it. And just do your research before you just start buying random stuff. For sure.
I like the ink.
It's a good investment. I'm not gonna lie. It's
It's an investment.
It's an investment, but it's a fun thing if you're really gonna get into tattooing, into the art world. Do a lot of research too. You know, it's a lot of research stuff.
Yeah, like this is one thing that my friends told me in Brazil, right? So they had Americans go to Brazil, and in Brazil you're not gonna find an Epson printer, because what happens is that thing is like $5,000 over.
Oh, it's different. Yeah,
so
different.
if you go to a different country and you know how to do transfer paper, guess what? They're not gonna have an Epson.
Yeah.
So if you're used to Epson and you show up over there, wherever you go, freaking, I don't know, if you go to like Malaysia or Thailand or Brazil, sometimes they don't have the Epson unless it's like a wealthy shop, you know?
Yeah.
So luckily where I went, they had the Epson and the transfer, the thermal.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have to go through that. But I heard a story where this guy, he pulled up to a convention and he showed up and they didn't have an Epson. So what he had to do, he had to get his ass to drawing, and you know, and he wasn't used to it. But it's definitely, I would say, for artist that's starting, I would say get used to at least do
Drawing.
once.
I do say that. I do say that a lot. If you're gonna start, don't go straight to an iPad. Start printing pictures out and tracing them, because you gotta learn portions of contrast, hair. But it depends what you're doing. But if you're gonna start, basics, line work. Line work, because line work is the best thing that is gonna advance you. Because that's, if you know how to do line work, you can build a picture.
Yeah, and then it gives you that memory muscle. So when you're getting to the tattoo, you already know where you're going. Yep. So
also,
definitely it's a benefit.
What I've noticed is that the Epson, when you're initiating, if you're wiping too much, it'll come off. But thermal, if you let it dry a little longer,
it stays strong.
And there's also this spray that you can put, and it kind of keeps the stencil.
Holds it. It holds it.
Yeah, it holds it. I'm not gonna say the brand because we're not sponsored by that. But if they want to sponsor us, you know, we can say it. But yeah, so those are things that I remember tattooing from my house that made a big difference. But yeah, if you start with thermal and you go to Epson, if that Epson kind of feels like you're cheating.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
So
preferably.
Sure.
But we don't judge here.
I love that machine, bro. That shit, it gives you all the detail.
Yeah.
I personally don't.
No?
I would rather draw and use my thermal for every tattoo. If I had the time, every day, and I would.
See, like everybody has a different approach to it, so it's just what I'm saying, like just experience all the different ways, and from there you go on.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's awesome. Yeah, great answers, everyone. Thank you guys all for all the questions. Just a couple of announcements. We are gonna have a actual grand opening event, either June 1st or June 2nd. We're still deciding on the actual day. We're gonna have a bunch of vendors. We're always open Monday through Saturday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. 2167 Troop Drive, Suite 102. Come on out. We got 5 amazing artists. Marco here for the next however long. For about a week or so.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back for sure.
But thank you guys again for all your support in this last year, making this all possible. So come check out the newly renovated studio, and thanks for joining. This has been the RocketUp experience.
Thank you.
Peace out, guys.
Ciao.
Bless y'all. Have a blessed day.
It's turning out
Let's get it.
Oh, I got no back. Got the tattooing.